All right, hello Strat students, happy Tuesday. Please make sure that you did the Monday lesson before you do this one. It goes over the first part and you need to know that before you can begin this part. Make sure you've also got this notes page out that you should have filled out yesterday. All of the stuff that's in red should have been put on paper by you while you were watching the lesson. So a quick recap of a couple things from that. Remember that this right here, this F parentheses X parentheses, you pronounce that as F of X. And if there's a number in there, like here, you would say F of 2. Okay, and right here, this is F of X equals 2. It's important that you pronounce it the correct way. It makes you sound more intelligent. It seems like you understand it better, and it's just the proper way to say it. So it is important that you understand how it's supposed to be read and not just make up whatever you want because it's easier. So we talked about yesterday that there is a subtle difference between F of 2 versus F of X equals 2. And both of those are going to be on your quiz for Steve's class. So it's really important that you have this written down so that you know which way means what. When it has F of 2, so the number is in the parentheses, that means that they want you to plug the number in place of X in the problem. Whereas when you have F of X equals 2, so the number is on the outside and it's after the equal sign, that means that they want you to plug it in place of Y. And actually we'll even elaborate a little bit there and remind you that Y is the same thing as F of X. It's the part that's over here by itself, and they want you to put that completely. You're getting rid of the whole thing. You're not keeping F. You're not keeping the parentheses. You just get rid of it all and put a number there, just like we did here. Okay, so we did 2 examples yesterday. We showed how this way, when you have F of 2, is where you plug into in the problem itself, whereas over here you keep X, and you plug 2 in place of where Y or F of X was before. Now this one, they happen to equal the same number. I didn't really think that through, but that is rarely the case. Usually they're different numbers, so don't let that throw you off. So for today's practice, we're doing it completely in the video itself. There is no IXL. You have no practice after this, so you need to make sure that you're paying attention and doing the best you can on it to get full credit. So I'm going to do some examples first just to show you, and then you'll get a chance to do it yourself afterwards. So this one just says, find the value of X when F of X equals -3. So remember, like we talked about over here, when the number is outside of the parentheses, that means you're plugging it in place of Y or in place of where F of X is. So for this one, keeps moving every time I do that. Okay, if it says F of X equals -3, should I put -3 in place of X or in place of F of X, aka Y? Okay, remember I just told you what that was. I just said that when the number's on the outside here, you're going to plug it in place of F of X. So this whole thing right here is going to get kicked out, and I'm going to put -3 in its spot because this is really the same thing as Y. So for this one, we're going to put -3 here. F of X is completely gone. And we have -4x plus 3 on the other side. And they want you to find out what X is. That's what they mean when they give you this type of problem. So I'm going to walk you through how we do this. To solve for X, we got to get rid of this 3, which means I have to subtract 3. That's gone. -3 minus 3 gives me -6. And then I have -4x. To get rid of -4, this is really times, so we're going to divide. Okay, and this doesn't come out nicely, so we're just going to simplify it on the calculator. This is a good refresher. Remember, you can use your fraction button. We've got -6 on top, -4 on the bottom, and all you have to do is hit enter and it will simplify it for you. So this one actually comes out to 3/2. Let's get back here. So this one, my answer, is that X equals 3/2. And you can get fractions. Sometimes that happens. Okay, we're going to do one more example, and then you guys are going to kind of do more of the work yourself. It's the same thing for all of these. So if it says find the value of x when f of x equals 7, same thing as we did before. Where should I plug in 7? Am I putting it in place of x or in place of f of x, aka y? Okay, again, just like we talked about, if the number is after the equal sign, it's not inside the parentheses, you're putting this in place of f of x. You're taking it out and subbing it in. So that means 7 is 1/2 x minus 5. Okay, so help me out a little bit here. If I'm trying to get x by itself, I got to get rid of this. So how do I get rid of this 5? Okay, we're going to add 5, add 5. Now I have 12 equals 1/2 x. Now remember that when these are next to each other, that means times. Okay, well, how do we undo multiplying? We divide. So that means we're going to have to divide by 1/2. I'm going to demonstrate how to do it for this one. Don't let these fractions freak you out. I know there's several fractions going on here, but it's the same as a whole number. If this was a 2, you would divide by 2. It's a half, we're going to divide by a half. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So on top, you have 12 divided by, and then we're going to put our fraction in, 1/2. That's what's nice about these calculators. They can handle all these fractions for you. And you get that your answer is 24. So it basically did that hard work for us. These are gone. And we've got that 24 is equal to x for this one. All of these you're solving for x. All right. So you're going to walk through how to do this one now. So first of all, where do I plug in this -7 at? If they want me to find the value of x when f of x equals -7, where should I put this -7 at? In place of x or in place of f of x? Yep, it's the same thing for all of these. Everything today is same concept. Okay, off to the side, tell me what are the correct steps to do to solve this for x? Okay, first thing should have been to add 5, because you got to get rid of your number, not the thing multiplying. -7 plus 5 is -2. And then we have 2x, and you should have said that the correct second step would be to divide by 2. Those go away, and you should have gotten x equals -1. Really, the biggest part of this is remembering where to put it in correctly for that x value. Once you have -7 here, it's really just like all the other problems we've done for quite a while now. Okay, so take a look at this one. Find the value of x when f of x equals -10. So where do I plug in -10 at into the problem? What would be the correct way that this would look once it's set up? Okay, again, if it says f of x equals 10, that means you're taking out f of x and putting -10 in its spot. So the correct answer should have been this one. This is what it looks like to start the problem, not where 10 is right here. Okay, you need to write this down on your own paper. Use your calculator. Okay, what's the first step that we should do? What's the second step that we should do? And what's the final answer? So answer off to the side. Okay, again, the first thing should be to move the number over. -10 minus 1 gives me -11. Now I have 1/4 really times x. The second step should have been to divide by a 4th because you're trying to get rid of that number that's in front. I know it looks a little funky, but you've got a calculator that will do it for you. Okay, and if you got this question wrong, here's what you should have done. So it's -11 divided by, and then you have to put this fraction in. So fraction button's right here. 1 on the top, 4 on the bottom. Hit enter and you should have gotten -44. If you put positive, it's probably because you didn't put the negative sign there, but this is -44 for the answer. Okay, and that's the final answer for that because these 1/4s cancel out. And that's it for that one. All right, we have one more. Okay, so hopefully by now you know where 7 has to go. What should this look like when I plug in 7? What's my starting equation? Okay, If it's got f of x, that means you're taking this out and putting 7 completely in its spot. Okay, I want you to write this down and solve it. Answer the questions off to the side. It's going to ask you what the steps that you take are and what the final answer is. So write it down, try it on your own, see what you get. Okay, this one has 0 fractions, so this is very much something you've been doing all year long. First thing should have been to add 5. You get 12 equals 12x. Second step to get rid of 12 would be to divide. Just like before, if you wrote this down, hopefully this wasn't too difficult to do. But the big thing is actually writing it down and trying it. 12 divided by 12 becomes 1, and there's our final answer. Okay, so check your score off to the side at the end of this. That's your final question. Yep, that's the final one. So see how you did. If you got less than 60%, you're probably going to get this bumped back to you and have me tell you that you should probably retry it, because it is important that you know how to actually solve this and use your algebra skills that you've been doing the whole year with this new process. Okay, you have one more lesson tomorrow and then IXL on Thursday. Please let me know if you need any help at all, guys. Have a great day.